Good morning, woodpeckers. Where am I? Yes, that's right. I'm in the woodpecker classroom. I'm just going to adjust that screen. And this morning, we're going to be doing a maths lesson. Now, I was thinking about how best to do this because you guys don't have resources at home. And obviously, for me, holding up resources on the screen is a bit tricky to see. We normally have our class visualizer with the camera above. So I thought I would share with you a fantastic website which you can use at home. You can use after we finished our remote learning. It's really excellent. So I'm going to try and share my screen with you. Hopefully you can all see this. And where am I? I want to share this one with you. Hopefully you can all see this. And this is called mathsbot.com. And if you go to this tab here, which is our manipulatives, we'll cross out of the ad, and if we scroll down, you'll be able to see lots of different things, representations pictorially that we use in class. So the one that we're going to scroll down to today is our 10 frame, because we are going to look at number bonds to 10. What do I mean by a number bond? Pause the video now and discuss this with your grown-up. Excellent. A number bond is where we bond two numbers together. We're going to add them together. So as you can see here, I've got 5 red and 5 yellow. 5 add 5 equals 10. Fantastic. Let's do a new one. Let's do 3 add 7 is equal to 10. Fantastic. Let's take these away. I'm going to put numbers on the screen, just in one colour. You're going to turn around to your grown-up and tell your grown-up what the remaining bond is to equal 10. So you have 2 on the screen. The number to make 10 is 8. Fantastic. 2 add 8 is equal to 10. Now that's something that we looked at in year 1, but what we focus on in year 2 is number bonds to 100. So each of these squares is now going to represent, you've guessed it, each square, each counter is now going to represent one group of 10. Can you say to your grown-up at home, one group is equal to one group of 10, or I should say one counter is equal to one group of 10. Pause the video now and tell your grown-up. Fantastic, that's great. So I'm going to go back to this, and we're now going to look at number bonds to 100 because we know that we have 20 here. So if I say 20 to you, you need to say 80. Fantastic. If I say 10 to you, you need to say 90. Fantastic. Let's change these to yellow. Let's mix it up a bit. If I say 40 to you, you say 60. If I say 50, you say 50. 50 add 50 is equal to 100. Each of my fingers, each of these counters represents a group of 10. And that is what I want you to work on with your grown-up this morning. Alongside that, I would like you to have a go at writing calculations. So let's just see if we can go back to my screen share. So we'll stop this. But we'll keep it on here for a minute actually. And let's just see if you can come up with some calculations. Because I can't work out how to go back. We'll get used to this as we go along. Okay, so I have got on the screen 5 yellow and 5 red. So my calculation could look something like this. 50 add 50 is equal to 100. Can you come up, pause the video now, with some other calculations? I'm going to write a few on my board whilst you do yours. Pause the video, remember, if you need to. Okay, are you ready? So I've started with a different way of writing it. I started with the answer first. 100 is equal to 50, add 50. I've also included subtraction because we can use subtraction when we look at these models. And I've started with 100, take away 50 is equal to 50. Now, some of you were working on a real challenge, okay, at the end of last term, because you were thinking about starting with one of the parts. And one of the parts is the number that builds the whole number. So in our case, can you pause the video now and tell your grown-up what our part is here? Fantastic. One of our parts is 50. So we might start with 50, okay? And 50 is equal to 100. Take away 50. Now, this is a real challenge. So once you've done the other ones first, then you can focus on this one. But this really is a challenge, and please only move on to this if you're feeling really super confident, because lots of you at the end of last term were writing this. "50 is equal to 50 take away 100. Pause the video now and have a discussion with your grown-up about why this isn't quite right. So we do need to think about this. Fantastic. We always start with a bigger number when we think about this subtraction. So in this case, if we took away 100 from 50, we wouldn't have enough. Okay, if I have 50 here, I've got some Numicon, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I can't take away 100 because I don't have enough in the first place. So we need to be very careful when we're thinking about these calculations. So what I want you to do this morning is have a look, have a go at lots of different ones of these. You can play around with this. You can choose different colours if you want to. In fact, let's just start you off with one now. Let's go for a nice green. Let's start with this one. Let's go for a blue. And maybe you can start on this one with your grown-up. So think about all of the relevant calculations that you can do alongside this. Before you go though, let's have a quick practice at counting in groups of 10. And I'm going to hold up the Numicon. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's count backwards. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. I wonder if anybody can remember why 30 is a bit of a sore number for me at the moment. Comment down below if you can, and I can't wait to see lots of these being posted on our Class Dojo time share later. So let me just stop this share. Oh, look, there we go. I've managed to do it. I will get used to using this, guys. I think it's going to be easier. I'm using Zoom to record this and upload because we are having quite a few problems with Class Dojo at the moment. So I'm going to say goodbye now. I know you've got some writing today from Mr. McInnes, and you've also got some handwriting from Mr. Davis. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I can't wait to speak to you all later.